This is a calendar puzzle. It has at least 365 different challenges in one. It was designed by Dmitry Avdeyev. You may be wondering how it differs from other similar puzzles. So first of all, it has 3 different variables: month, date, and day of the week. Most of other puzzles of this type have only months and date. And second, this puzzle has 2 difficulty levels. First one is the difficulty level, is when you put all parts inside the frame with a solid side up, so that only current date is visible, or the date that you chose to be visible. And if you think this solution is too difficult to find and you spend too much time solving it, you can flip 5 major pieces, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one 5. And you can see they have cutouts. When you flip them, this solution will be considered as easier solution. You can flip other parts as well. They have cutouts, but they don't make any difference. Like if you flip this piece, it stays the same piece. But if you flip this piece, it is either L-shaped piece or it will be a mirror projection of the L-shaped piece. So it makes a lot of difference. The only piece that you can flip and it stays with the solid side up is this one, and it made on purpose. Otherwise, there will be solutions that are absolutely impossible to solve. Once the puzzle is solved, you can unfold the stand on the back side of the puzzle and put it on a shelf or a desk as a reminder of today's date or any other date that you chose. This puzzle won't be possible to make with my old 3D printers. The background with numbers requires 3 different colors in one layer to print. Luckily, Bambu Lab sent me their awesome A1 printer with IMS system. Short review: it is one of the best 3D printers on the market right now. It is surprisingly quiet, at least 50% quieter than all my other 3D printers. I even filmed a couple of puzzle solving videos when this 3D printer was printing on a background, which is absolutely impossible with my other 3D printers since they are quite loud. You don't have to be an expert in 3D printing to start using the Bambu Lab A1. It is very easy to use, it has a lot of fully automated features, and you don't have to do the manual bed leveling at all. If you're a beginner and looking for your first 3D printer, Bambu Lab A1 will be the best option. You can have no experience at all in 3D printing, and yet you will be able to produce your first high-quality projects. One of my favorite features of the Bambu Lab is their app for smartphone. You can not only see the progress through a built-in camera, but also control your machine being outside your local Wi-Fi. You can actually be 100 miles from your home and still be able to control your machine as long as you have access to the internet. If I start a project on my other 3D printers, I have either be next to them to control if something goes wrong, or rely on the luck and hope that the process will go well. But the Bambu Handy app will notify you if the filament ran out or there are issues with printing. And you can always pause or stop the project even if you are not at home. Bambu Lab IMS system works like a charm. You can either download projects ready for color printing or change your own projects to color versions. It is very easy to paint an object you want to print in the Bambu Studio. That's what I actually did with the calendar puzzle. First layer has black letters, white background and blue frame. Second and third layers have 2 colors, white and blue. And the rest of the frame is printed with blue color. The only downside of printing with multiple colors is a lot of waste. Bambu Lab drops poops every time it changes color, and if you don't have any container to store it, the area around machine will be covered with 3D printed poops. So the first thing I printed was this small container for those drops. But if you print a project with a lot of color changes, you will need a bigger container or put the machine next to a bin. You can use filament from any brand with the AMS, but if you use Bambu Lab filament, it will be automatically detected in the Bambu Lab Studio since each spool has an RFID chip. As I already mentioned, Bambu Lab A1 is the best 3D printer on the market right now for beginners. But it is also great for those with a lot of experience in 3D printing, since Bambu Lab A1 has a very affordable price and produces high quality prints with no effort. I'm actually thinking about buying more of these 3D printers instead of my old ones. Since then, I can control all of them from my smartphone or from my computer, even if I'm out of the office. If you ever thought about buying a 3D printer to print puzzles, since there are a lot of puzzle projects in the internet and a lot of them you can download for free, it is right about time to get the Bambu Lab A1. The price of the machine is equivalent of buying around 10 3D printed puzzles online. And how much money you can save if you print 20 or 30 puzzles? If you like the Bambu Lab A1 and you want to buy it, link will be in the video description. Today is October 18th and I'm gonna attempt to solve this puzzle. Let's see if I can do that. So October 18th, Friday. That is very important to mention since I have to keep October 18 and Friday uncovered by parts. So this looks pretty good so far. I can put this piece here, this goes here. Already see that there will be issues in solving the puzzle. Actually, I can solve it. I already found an easier solution that is actually quite quick. I was never able to solve a puzzle so quickly, but two parts are flipped. The solution is kind of easy and I like to find a more difficult version of the solution. So I'll keep trying. The idea looks good, but what to stick here? I don't have such piece. Sometimes it's enough to change just a couple of parts to find the solution, but sometimes it takes much more to solve the puzzle. Maybe even starting over, since not all the ways are possible. Yeah, again, I came to the same way. Okay, just remove all parts and start over. Maybe it will help. Oh, that does look so nice, but not the solution. There is still hope. Maybe I can shift a couple of parts and it will help me to solve the puzzle. And that is how I solved the October 18th Friday challenge in this calendar puzzle. Oh, that was difficult. I spent like 15 or 20 minutes trying to figure out the difficult solution, but the easy one I solved like in 30 seconds probably. So that is the calendar puzzle. If you like this puzzle and you want to buy it, you can get it from my Etsy store, puzzleguystore.etsy.com. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.